Welcome back to Mehron's Knuckle Paper, Part 3. We've reached. We just went over the intro and then my paradigm of endless acquisition. I have to confess that in the recordings of these, I am less prepared than I would have been for an on-stage presentation. There's something really to be said for reader response and how it fuels theatrical pursuits. Theater. What? See what I mean? I wouldn't have said that on stage. So, back to the paper, we are now going to cover the notion of completion as it relates to the paradigm of endless acquisition in Perceval and Final Fantasy VII. The aforementioned program landscape of the romantic genre, the environment in which things only exist to serve the potential of the main character and to propel the narrative, does offer promise of infinite challenge and thus infinite growth. However, the storyline that requires a beginning and an end to function means that this is an inherently empty promise, because at some point the battle must come to an end, you must reach the Grail, and you must finish your quest. And at this point, the landscape must also cease to function. In Perceval, this moment occurs when Perceval has returned to the Palace of the Fisher King on page 328, and finally given the chance to rectify his earlier mistake of not asking the right questions. He is rewarded with arms blacker than a berry. He is revealed, the secrets of the Grail are revealed to him, and he suddenly decides to join the priesthood. This is a very strange moment because it's almost as if Perceval realizes in his completion of the quest upon return to the Fisher King that he's done, that he has nothing else to do, and so what does a knight do when they are finally without battle? They join the priesthood. After 332 pages, count 'em, of bloody chivalric romance and battle, Perceval decides to withdraw entirely from the world of chivalry and battle, ending his involvement with the landscape he previously existed in wholly. Having served its function, the progression of Perceval, the knight, the landscape is allowed to fade away. This is what makes the romantic landscape odd. You can imagine it as a reinvention of the medieval Europe through the lens of the author, through the lens of Chrétien. But it is so populated with enemies and so barely recognizable that its existence in the romance renders it familiar yet strange. It is a symbol of a medieval landscape transformed to function in a romantic environment. Thus, it is a reimagined symbol functioning in a new way. Let me get my notes going here. Well, now we're going to discuss the issue of pleasure, so I think I'll stop again.